Trouble. People have been complaining about it for a long time. People have been busy writing about trouble for a long time too, as the poem by David Keppel illustrates. Unfortunately, I didn't find it too memorable, so I had to write it down. Better never trouble trouble until trouble troubles you, for you only make your trouble double trouble when you do. Everyone says, avoid trouble. Don't trouble trouble. Don't make trouble for yourself. The trouble with this, the trouble with that. They make it sound like trouble is a bad thing. I believe that trouble is our friend. In fact, I believe that sometimes we have to make trouble if we're going to make progress. Not all troublemakers are bad. There really are good troublemakers, and you know a few. People often name Bill Gates, Howard Hughes, Dr. Martin Luther King, Rosa Parks, Paul Revere, Michael Dell, Nelson Mandela, Jesus. I wasn't cursing. He's on the list. Galileo, Einstein, Gandhi, Mary Kubitsky. Oh, you haven't heard of Mary Kubitsky? I'll tell you her story later. So what's a trouble breaker? A trouble breaker is very simply a good troublemaker like those folks I just named. You can expedite your progress in becoming one of those good troublemakers or trouble breakers by using the triple yes technique I'm going to show you. I grew up in a home where experimenting and inventing was encouraged. Although my father was a tradesman, he was always coming up with ideas for inventing something and getting rich, although he never did. He was always encouraging us to pursue our own ideas. When I was 9, I complained about the flavor of toothpaste. Mint is kind of caustic to a 9-year-old. I asked him, why doesn't toothpaste come in root beer or lemon? He said, good idea. And he helped me write a letter to one of the toothpaste companies. I never got a response, but I learned to start looking for the breakthroughs. As a senior in high school, I asked this fabulous girl, the girl of my dreams, to the homecoming dance. She quickly offered an objection. Let me think about it. I made the mistake of accepting that objection. Later, objection turned to rejection when I learned that the girl asked one of her old boyfriends to take her to the dance so she wouldn't have to go with me. Down but not out, I bought concert tickets, prepared for her potential objections, and asked for another date. This time, the girl found herself overmatched. Her lame, flimsy excuses wouldn't hold water anymore, and the date was on. A breakthrough. Later, that girl became Patty Johnson, my wife of over 30 years. While she does continue to offer objections from time to time, I have gotten her to agree to 4 children and a ski boat. Let's talk about Mary Kubitsky for a moment. Back in 2004, Pontiac was getting ready to launch their new G6 model. Mary was to be the advertising manager on the launch team. Imagine for a moment, you're sitting in a conference room at Pontiac Motors while the advertising team is coming up with ideas for doing the launch. Let's build a website. Let's place ads on primetime television. Let's rent billboards in major cities. Then Mary chimes in. I know. Let's give away 300 cars. It'll only cost $8 million. Mary's idea was to give away a brand new Pontiac G6 to each member of Oprah Winfrey's studio audience. How might you imagine the other folks in the room would have responded to that? Well, that sounds pretty expensive. That's pretty risky. But we ain't never done that before. But Mary Kubitsky decided to go for it. In September 2004, 276 people filed into Oprah's studio for the season opener. Can you imagine their feelings when Oprah announced that each one of them would be receiving a new car? The Pontiac G6 website received 242,000 hits within 24 hours, 8 times the previous rate. More importantly, the media had picked up the story of the giveaway over 600 times. And Mary got all of that exposure for a paltry $8 million. Of course, after the fact, she's labeled a genius. The professor of advertising and marketing at the University of Detroit Mercy stated, "This may go down in history as the lowest cost, biggest bang for your buck product launch in the history of automobiles." He went on to say that he planned on building an entire lesson plan around the Oprah Pontiac G6 giveaway for his MBA students. Did Mary Kavitsky go for it? Yes. Did Mary learn from the experience? Yes. Is she and Pontiac better off because of it? Yes. That's the power of the triple yes in action. Trouble breakers often have more fun because we have a creative view of the world around us. We notice things that other people don't. I've noticed that everyone has an opinion about toilet paper. Either you want it coming off the back of the roll or you want it coming off the front. Try this the next time you go to one of your friends' homes. Go into all their bathrooms and turn around their toilet paper rolls. Don't let them know you did it. It will drive them crazy. Well, this is my way of telling you that I'm ready to stop talking and that you have just seen the tail end of my presentation. I wish you much success as you use the triple yes to become trouble breakers who get more done, have more fun, and achieve your inspiring goals. Good day.